The Liberty University Triathlon team is back in the water, on their bikes, and on the run, preparing for their 2020 season. Following COVID-19 guidelines, the team is practicing outdoors, preparing for some hopeful fall meets to compete in as they prepare for a tougher spring season. I sat down with head coach Heather Gollnick to hear more about how COVID affected their last season and what preparations they have for the fall season. And joining me today is the head coach of Liberty Triathlon team, Heather Gollnick. Heather, thanks for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, I know you guys have dived right on into your new season, but I kind of want you to backtrack a little bit and talk to me about the spring. I know it was very disheartening for you and your triathletes to hear the abrupt end of their season and not being able to kind of finish what you guys had worked on all year long. Talk to me about some of those emotions that maybe you went through and the team went through just not being able to finish.
Yeah, well, of course, for anyone, when you put so much time into training and your big competition is canceled, you know, it's always a heart crusher. But realizing what was going on in the world and just that most events, you know, really were canceled, and then just really bringing it back to Christ of how we can, you know, still be a light for God when we're trying to overcome that we don't have competitions.
Well, and that's one thing that I really like about you. You're a coach not only just with the physical aspect of the sports, you're there also as a spiritual leader as well. Do you think that that position helped you fulfill keeping your athletes ready and just focusing on the positives of, you know, most of them are healthy, you're still going to practice throughout the spring when you go home. You know, do you think that helped you out a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, I think being blessed to be at Liberty, and so I wasn't always somewhere where I could share my faith, and though that's my favorite thing about being at Liberty is that I can share that and make sure that the team is being led that way. And we're really blessed. We have some strong Christian leaders that love the Lord, and we're just really positive when all of this happens.
Well, what was their spring and summer routine like? I know some of them may have been able to run and bike and swim in their home states. Maybe some of them weren't able to get some of that in. Did you have something that you specifically asked them to work on in that off season so that way their bodies are up to shape when they come back for this new season?
Yeah, we use an amazing platform called Training Peaks. And so I upload workouts weekly, and so they log in with a password and they see the bike workout, the swim workout, the run workout, and many pools were closed, so then they'd be going to the lake. If their gym was closed, it would be giving them ideas to do strength training at home. But majority of them, and even our incoming recruits, really trained hard over the summer, and triathlon's one of those sports that if you don't train for a prolonged period, it makes it very difficult.
And now that you're back, I know that you're kind of still working on getting some meets in and some things for your triathletes to do this fall that'll help them get ready and prepared for the spring. Can you give us a little glimpse about how that's looking and what's in store for your team?
Yeah, we are so fortunate. We are going to get to go to Arizona and compete in Lake Havasu, which was going to be our nationals that got canceled. It's going to be called the Collegiate Cup, and we're going to take a smaller team than we typically do just because of finances of flying all the way over there. But just super thankful that we get to go and that we get to compete. And it also has given them extra motivation just to be like, yes, we get to race. And so we know that we're very blessed that we get to go.
Well, Coach Heather, it's always great sitting down with you and hearing about the triathlon team. We definitely wish you guys luck in that tournament, but we also hope that you guys stay safe and are able to continue your practices. And thanks for sitting down with me today.
Thanks so much.